Go live yet.
I just hit it. Hi.
That's all right. I'll text you.
What's going on, sports fans? Lawrence Patchman Lang here, bringing you a special Sports Insanity Network special. It's playoff Monday football here with the Cardinals and the Rams going on. So why not we take a break from the Sports Insanity podcast on a Monday recording? And now we're here. As they say, double feed when the YouTube browser opens up to the live feed. Old Ops Guy and Bill Murphy are here. We're waiting on Danny Boy Reginald to come in. But boys, we're here. Playoff Monday football. We've never seen this before. What do you guys think?
It's a nice. Go ahead, Bill. Go ahead.
It's a thing that can make our Mondays a little better, wouldn't you say?
I would say
No.
so. I would not mind playoff football throughout the playoffs on Mondays. Mark?
I wouldn't mind it like they're doing it now in the first round. I think you get a little drawn out as you get down to less and less teams. But the first round, I like it having a 3-day weekend. A football.
3-day weekend of football isn't bad. And we could talk a little bit about the weekend while this game's going on as we react to the game. Mark, you want to start just by airing your grievances with the Cowboys game?
Yeah.
And that's live on air, by the way, buddy. So dual salute to you too.
I kind of forgot that for a second.
That's all right.
Up.
You know what?
That's
you know what?
That's all right. If Eli gets away with it, I get away with it. That's how it's working right now.
I say so. But
the
Mark,
Dallas Cowboys yesterday, in a matchup they should have won, fell to the San Francisco 49ers 23-17. There was no sign of the Dallas offense in the first half. Number one, the news of fans throwing garbage at the players is a disgraceful act. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't respect it at all. You want to hit the ref in the face with a helmet? Go ahead. That's fine with me. But
oh my goodness.
Not at the players. Not at the players. Dak's final play. Was it the wrong play? Yes. He should have stopped 10 yards out, went down, there would have been 3 seconds left to take one shot at the end zone. No, he pushed it for an extra few yards. There was no chance for them to get set, and even I knew it from the moment he was running. There were 14 penalties, not just on holding. It was a variety of errors that went on, and that's unexcusable. In my opinion, it all falls on the end. It falls on Mike McCarthy because he's the head coach. Dak Prescott has to assume responsibility. Get rid of Kellen Moore. Please let him go to Minnesota. Okay? I have said my thoughts on who I think should be there. I've received some very unpopular opinions, so we're not going to drag that into us tonight. But Dallas will bring back 90 to 92% of what is there this year, and they'll add 8% new. That's how I see it. What will be done? You'll have to look for Halpern's final offer on the Dallas Cowboy follow-up after the Super Bowl.
All right. Well, I will say this about the Cowboy game. Like you say, penalties killed them in the long run. And, being only held to 7 points in the first 2 quarters is also a killer.
Yeah.
Especially with San Francisco putting up 16 in the first half. It was just like
San Francisco played a great game. I will not take that away from them. They capitalized when they had to. Deebo Samuel is an absolute beast. Okay, he is going to have a bright long career in the NFL. And with his usage as in the backfield and out as wide receiver, he is fantastic. Better than Ty Montgomery ever was.
All right. Interesting here. Looking at the game on tonight with the Cardinals and the Rams, Stafford just attempted a QB sneak, and I think they just got stuffed.
That's what Stafford, it looks like.
I just want to say, Mark, the Cowboys did fight to the end. I'll give them that. And I'm saying that as a Giants fan.
Right. Look,
Um,
you're not wrong, Bill. They fought it out. They really did. It was the Dallas defense that kept them in.
and just like the end with how they didn't spike the ball, I think that was just stupid. But
I, it, I can go to. There's two wrongs, I guess here. As the Rams push forward towards the end zone, and Akers just pushes through the
Just
Arizona
literally
D.
drove through like a drill.
But it's all erased due to a penalty holding
Of course.
on David Edwards, number 73.
and by the way,
Back with
Mark,
Oh, come on.
Go
Yes,
ahead, Bill.
if
Yes,
you
Bill.
want, I could send this to you first class.
Hey, Bill,
Oh,
I warned you, buddy. I'm live. I told you don't bring the bag on because now you're going to get the comment live on air.
oh
We're
boy.
Dallas Cowboys fans. We show our faces when we win or lose. We don't have to hide who we are. You're a Giants fan. You'll be one the rest of your life. So
I
you're
will.
going to now have to wear that bag every Sunday for the rest of your life.
Not every
But Bill,
Sunday.
I still love you.
I still love you too.
Just
I didn't even
remember
know
that.
what I didn't even know what that text was about yesterday, so I was a little confused.
But I was look, Bill. You were the first one to get to me, so you got the most harshest answer of the night.
I hope
And
you
I
know it was all in
apologized
good
right
fun.
away.
I hope you know it was all in good fun. I
Of
wasn't.
course, I did.
Yeah.
Of course, I did. Why do you think I put LOL at the end of everything I almost sent that night?
I was just trying to find the text between you and me, old ops guy, with our little bet.
Oh, there was a bet.
There was a
There was a
bet.
bet.
There was a bet.
There was a bet that Mark said when the Cowboys
Oh,
win
that's
the
right,
Super
babe. I need your Venmo account.
I don't have one.
I thought you have Venmo.
Why do you need it?
I have to send Patch $10 for.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm not giving you my Venmo so you can use my
No, I'm going to give you money to you to send him.
as
Not that
as the
cheap.
married
Not
I'm
that
not that stupid. You give me money, I'm keeping it.
as the we can explain this so Mark can unmute her. Oh, I caught that just in time with a mute. Thank goodness. Thank God I'm a smart man and I can do stuff pretty good.
Well
But
Babe,
done.
we're not
Mark.
going to involve the wife anymore tonight. We're going to leave the wife out of this.
Yeah, we'll leave the wife out of this.
We love Michelle very much. She's a big supporter of this network, thanks to her.
Yes, she is
But-
a very big supporter of the network. But when you have two little kids who won't get their ass in bed, you got them.
Oh well, the dynamic duo Halperns need to go to bed, or else
yeah.
the
Or Samuel L. Jackson's coming in that room again.
or we're gonna have to get Rascal to come down. I think maybe we can
Uh-oh.
pull some strings there, and Rascal might have to have a little stern.
We have the ins with the
wag of the
president,
finger.
Patrick. Yeah,
What?
we got the ins with the president of the company.
Yeah, I know. Hey, go if you're listening to this live, go check that out on the network at www.sportsandsandynetwork.com. Me and Opes Guy did a piece with the president of the Hudson Valley Renegades, Steve Kleiner, about the recent acquisition that DBH or DHB.
DBH, Diamond Baseball.
I got it right. Hurrah.
Yes.
It's a forget where to put the H and the B. Regardless, go check that article out. It's a great little piece we did about Steve Gleiner's involvement with the Renegades and how the reaction to the sell of the team is gonna, I would say,
touchdown Rams.
Yeah.
OBJ.
The only reason why I can't be happy about it, it's to the one person I
OBJ.
didn't want to see catch it.
OBJ.
OBJ doing OBJ things.
That was a nice catch. I'll give it to him. It was a nice catch. He got his feet down. It was a perfect pass. But it's OBJ. I just have hatred feeling for him. Go Rams, though.
All right. So another game I think I want to talk with you guys is I know, Mark, you guys touched on this game yesterday. I want a little reaction. We can still talk about this, but I want a little reaction from Bill.
Hey,
I want to talk about Danny Boy Reginald in the house.
Hey, sorry about that.
Okay,
right.
you're all good.
what were you
Hey.
saying, Patchman?
I was going to say, I also want reactions from Dan, actually. Let's talk about the absolute rout of the Bills routing the New England Patriots on Saturday. because
Well,
no one I think no one expected this. I think everyone expected a closer game.
Well, I mean, I certainly did, and I said this on the Sunday show that what it showed you was that the Bills are ready to make a big run. The way they played, the way they absolutely gave no time for Mac Jones and the offense to get into any type of rhythm. And the fact that the Patriots defense had no answer whatsoever for the Bills offense. It just goes to show you that the Bills are ready to make a big run for a Super Bowl. I don't, and I know Sunday I may have said they were going to the Super Bowl, whatever. I don't know if they are, but they're ready to make the run. They're ready to get that chance to at least get there. I don't know if they'll win it. Though with the Cowboys' loss, it sort of helps their chances. Like now, I don't know any other team's defenses that are as good as the Cowboys. Maybe the Niners, but like, it's
Maybe Kansas City.
maybe Kansas City, but they face the Steelers. Come on, the Steelers stink. But no, a great performance out of the Bills. What we saw out of Josh Allen is something legendary, and this guy's going to be great for a long time. Like I have a really good feeling now. I have a really good feeling about this kid, and I have all season. But unfortunately, the rest of the Bills team never really returned that favor until the last few weeks of the season into this divisional round.
Well, yeah.
I mean, into the wild card. But now they're in the divisional round. But
Yeah, looking at Josh Allen, basically a near perfect game for the Bills, but a near perfect performance from Josh Allen. 21 of 25, 308 yards, 5 touchdowns, and wasn't sacked once. QBR of 98.5.
Go ahead, Bill.
Okay, I just want to say, I'm going to give you my reaction now, Patch.
All right, Bill, it's yours.
I think the Bills were absolutely on fire the other night, and I don't think it was just the chicken broth that they were drinking during the game. But the defense just stopped Mac Jones, and that's a shame because I really like Mac Jones. But Josh Allen, that guy was freaking unstoppable.
yeah, he's really good.
7 possessions, 7 touchdowns. He was unstoppable.
Yeah.
Bills,
like
no punts, no turnovers,
no field goals.
no field goals.
I don't think they got a 4th down either.
No, the Bills
they
were
didn't.
an absolute machine.
And
Did not
Josh
face
Allen,
a 4th down at all.
Josh Allen just sat there and just made it look so easy.
Look,
And this was against a team that was a top 5 defense.
New England defense, was again poised with an impossible task to try to stop the Buffalo offense. Being in Buffalo and not in New England, was that the factor? No. Was the cold the factor? We know it's not. Was Mac Jones, nervous as a rookie and, he couldn't be in there? No, because I seen the kid poised pretty much all season. I just think the Bills had them figured out from the last meeting and said, this is how we're doing it. And Von Miller just got a sack. Woohoo. And knew how to come at Mac Jones, knew how to come at Devin Harris and Stevenson, and just manhandled the hell and made Bill Belichick look like a little boy in a big thing.
And Bill
Cardinal.
Belichick goes back into his cave till September,
Yes.
August.
Von Miller with a great sack on Kyler Murray. 3rd and 16 right now for Kyler Murray and the Cardinals.
I want to know what this flag is.
Illegal
What
block
a
in the back.
play.
Illegal block in the back.
It's possible. That's where the flag was rightfully so.
You
Let's
guys
see.
are at like 229, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
But it's
Split, split
was
screen
it-
right now. Split screen now with the refs and number
were
13.
they saying it was a forward pass?
They're saying an illegal forward pass. He wasn't passed. It wasn't an illegal forward pass, though. I like to relook at that again. I don't
He's
think
way
it.
behind the. He's way behind the line of scrimmage.
Did he? Let me see.
Let's see it come across. Hold on. The pass to
Ooh,
Kirk is
cl-
fine.
that's close.
Come on.
That's close.
You're talking maybe a few inches.
That's
Can you-
Come
close. That's too
on.
close to call. I'm surprised they threw a flag for that.
I would have challenged that unless it's a non-challengeable review.
I don't know if it is.
Come on. Jesus. Some of the calls by refs this playoff season, going back to Joey Burrow out of bounds whistle to this, give me a break.
Almost blocked.
Pretty close.
Fair
but
catch called.
Yeah.
how about my guy, though? Brian Anger hits the scoreboard on a punt yesterday. You got to love that. That means he kicked it 60 yards straight up before it was going anywhere.
All
He'll
right,
be
we
resigned
should-
to a long deal.
As this game progresses, we're just recapping Wild Card Weekend, Super Wild Card Weekend. Is now the end of the road. And we have reached the end of the road for one quarterback, and that's Big Ben. Chiefs last night, a bittersweet end to Big Ben. Chiefs coming away with the victory, 42-21. But in the way beginning, it didn't look that way. It was going to be a rout.
Not the way TJ Watt got through that line.
Exactly.
And especially with the first quarter being 0-0.
Yeah, well, that was unbelievable. I would have never prop bet that in a million years.
Someone did probably made bank. Good for them. But yeah, TJ
I would
Watt kind of sparked the Steelers a little bit, a little fire with the strip sack recover. It was an interception. It was a strip sack and then recovered by TJ
was-
running back.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then he
strip sack
took
for
it
the
about
touchdown.
40 something yards to the house. The whole Watt family. You just don't want to screw with them.
I want them all in one team. Give me that.
Well, it's just the fact that they all want to carry the team behind their backs with the way they play. It's incredible, dude.
I mean, you got JJ, you
Mhm.
got TJ,
Yeah.
the other brother, the third brother.
Isn't it like Derek or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Derek Watt.
Yeah,
Thank
Derek
you.
Watt. Yeah,
Thank
Derek.
you.
Yeah, what?
These three guys have been a storied NFL story.
Mm.
What a family. I mean, there's the famous football families. We know we got the Mannings, you got the Watts, and now you see a lot of all these little kids, like in baseball, are all coming up. Asante Samuel's son is now playing, it's stuff like that. You're going to see a whole new group, really a whole new look on football with all these youngsters coming in who are all from football families. And a lot of them are going to be coming into the league in the next year.
It's about a couple years out, but you got the one Manning kid that's out there right now playing ball. Doing pretty well.
Look, Archie bred some good kids. We'll give Archie the credit.
Even Cooper.
Poor Cooper.
Poor Cooper.
Poor Cooper.
Well, yeah. And also, shout out to Mama Kelsey,
Oh,
who flew from.
right. You got the Travis Kelsey and Jason Kelsey.
Yeah, Mama Kelsey went to both games, started in Tampa Bay, and then flew halfway across the country to make it to Travis's game.
Dad is an impartial mom.
Wow. That is a good mom right there.
That's
Oh.
a good mom supporting her sons. And hey, at least the other Kelsey brother gets to be in attendance next week for the Chiefs game.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, even Stephon Diggs went to the Dallas game.
Well, I give Stephon Diggs credit going to support his brother, playing in the freezing cold that night before, then to get on a plane to fly down to be in Dallas the next morning.
Good for him.
That's family support.
Good for him.
A lot of family support going on in the NFL in the playoffs. Gotta
See,
love
that
it.
I wanted to see. I wanted
You'll
to
love
see
to
Diggs on Diggs.
And
Come
finally,
on, Dan. Even you wanted to see that.
Diggs cover Diggs. Who's the better dig?
Who's the better Diggs?
Dig it. Do you dig it?
Dig him.
Dig him. Dig him.
Could Trayvon cover his brother? What do you think, Dan?
I think so. He wouldn't be good at it, but I think so.
Okay. Patch?
I think Stephon beats Trayvon
Okay.
with a little
To me,
ankle breaker.
Bill?
I think Stephon would win that.
No, you're a Giants fan. That's what you would say.
Oh,
We might have to take us to a breakout room.
Mark,
So,
what do you think?
I'm sorry. Okay, so we're going back to a question that happened before we started going live, and unfortunately, Mr. Bill Murphy is out. After the Dallas game, I had made a random post in our group chat on Facebook, and I said, "Revelation 6:12 is the quote of the day right now." Now, mind you, I'm not a very religious guy. I'm religious, but I'm not overly religious. And I poised it to the boys here. I'll give them one guess on why I chose Revelations 6:12. I gave them all one answer, and Bill's answer is he went right to the Bible and he said because of the apocalypse and Dallas lost. Bill was wrong. Patch and Dan each have one guess left, and their guesses have to be at least 1 minute apart. So we're going to let them decide who gets to go first, since we got the vice president and the president here. They get to decide who goes first.
Commander in Chief will go first.
And if one of them actually pulls it off and gets it right, they get an autographed mini helmet of Derwin James.
It has nothing to do with dying, right?
Has
And we are the
well, the quote itself, is about the apocalypse, but it has nothing to do with me dying. No.
Okay.
Clarifying. Okay.
Yeah, we want to keep you around for another good at least 30, 40 years, Mark.
He's staying around for another
Stop eating the
50.
fast food.
What was that?
Yeah, for another 50 years.
I said I got to stop eating the fast food.
So do I. but Taco Bell wings are pretty good. Not sponsored.
Yep. Okay, so it's Pat. You're going with the first guess.
I guess I'll go first.
Okay.
But this is hard because I don't want dead air to occur, and it's just us just all staring with a blank face like this.
No, don't worry. I'm on it. Go ahead.
So fine. Oh, while me and Danny Boy think, I'm going to propose this to you guys. I want you guys to, if you're Tampa Bay, who do you want to face? Arizona or LA? Both of you have that while me and Dan think.
All right, Mark, I'll let you go first.
Thank you, Bill. If I'm Tampa Bay and I'm looking at this game right now, I do not want to face the Rams at all. I think the Rams are like the Bills, one of the most dangerous teams in football. And I've said that since week 1 about the Rams, mind you, as the Cowboys fan. I think the Rams were off to the right start. And I think it was humbled they had those losses along the way. But they came back. They're strong. They're scary. I don't think Brady wants to see the Rams because Brady already lost to them once. I don't know if he could go beat them again. Bill?
I'm going to agree with you on that one because I think if the Cardinals had DeAndre Hopkins, I think Brady would be a little scared of Arizona as well. But since DeAndre Hopkins is out, I think it's mainly going to be. I think Brady probably wants Arizona because again, that receiver core for the Rams, OBJ and Cox and others, and with Matt Stafford, I do not think Brady wants to face them right now.
Now that Bill and I have hashed that out, And since Patchy is Dan unmuted, so I can't go to that one. Who gets to go first?
Patchman.
I'll
Okay.
go first. President first. I like it. I looked at the quote and I think I've come up with a scenario. I think this takes us back to our Renegades days.
I'm going to stop you. You're out.
Well, fine.
Dan,
You're not going to let me finish my process?
I'll let you finish your story, but you're wrong.
All right. Dan, go. Now then I'll tell my story of why I thought it was this. As we
Danny
wait for
Boy
Dan.
Reginald with his guess.
He's still thinking.
He's still thinking. Danny's taking that extra time.
Take an extra time. Fine. As
Hey,
Dan
Dan.
thinks, Dan, as you're thinking, can I tell my story real quick?
Go for it.
All right. So the way I thought about this was I thought this was the time where you and our buddy Terrence had to go down to the clubhouse and there was stuff everywhere and you thought the end of the world was going to occur.
No, I was thinking you were going to come to that eventually, but no, that is not it. No,
All right,
the whole sewer system had literally erupted at Duchess Stadium, and I saved the clubhouse almost single-handedly.
My man.
All right, Dan, it's guest time, buddy.
Is it like a? Did you get caught in this? Is it something to do with the snow?
No, absolutely not. So here is the answer.
Okay.
The right answer was I happened to turn the channel and Dan Aykroyd was in Ghostbusters talking about Revelations 612.
Oh, that's.
I decided to watch Ghostbusters
Of
Afterlife
course.
right after
we-
that.
Of course.
Yep.
Why the hell would we not think of that?
Did I
you're
say
a
to
huge
Patchy,
movie-
was it the most impossible possible question? I'm offering up a free $75 helmet. I'm not going to make the question, what's 1 + 1, guys?
I mean, I still got my
Yep, there.
Randy.
I gave
I still
this
got my-
out. Randy Couture gave
got my Randy
you
Couture
the glove. Dan has in his car. What do you have, Dan, that I gave away? Or was in your car at one point?
It's still there. It's a Sam Darnold helmet that you gave.
Autograph.
It's an autographed Sam Darnold helmet.
Yeah.
It's probably going to turn into nothing because he's a bust in Carolina too.
But it was a cool win.
But you know what? At the time, I was happy, and that's why I keep it in my car.
I got my Ryan Zimmerman autograph too.
Now, I also won a prize in that one, But who got that one? And what did you get, Bill?
I got a signed Evan Ingram picture.
8x10 autograph.
Oh,
See, at Halper Cards and Collectibles, we treat our friends with the utmost respect.
even when the Cowboys still suck.
Hey, watch it, buddy. You might lose your discount.
Yeah. No, I think Mark wasn't mad about that. He was mad about something else.
Oh.
I know why Mark is upset. I know why.
One person I don't want to catch the ball.
He's OBJ.
I need Cooper Cup to score a touchdown, for Christ's sake.
I was about to say because Mark probably didn't pick OBJ in a certain website. We'll go.
Nope.
You
See,
don't like OBJ either, do you?
I
think a touchdown just
It is-
occurred because
I'm trying to be nice and let you guys see it and not spoil it.
Touchdown, Rams.
Sony Michelle.
I love Sony Michel.
What
He was
a
so good.
pickup by the LA Rams out of New England.
Oh,
They
Sony Michel was so
pilferated
good
a
on
great
the-
running back.
And we had a feeling early on, Mark, that was going to be the case. That they were going to do a lot of things with Sony Michel. And it turns out that he's been absolutely terrific for them.
He's been fantastic for them all season, not only as a running back, but as a back out of the field. He's been great in the blocking game.
Mhm.
He was just very surprised Bill Belichick let him go. That is a Bill Belichick player
Yeah, but
all
but
the way
at the,
through there.
yeah, but at the same time, it's like We understood what the Patriots were trying to do at the time. We just didn't
looking
think he would
actually
be.
looking at the review, it looks like Michelle did not
Yeah,
break the plane.
Yeah, it's close.
He's about maybe a half yard short.
Yeah.
However, if it's these refs, considering they think it's half an inch that ball was not a great lateral play, then Sonny Michelle got it.
Well, speaking about inches, how about the call last night in the Dallas game where it was like this?
Let me tell you something. I give the ref in that position a lot of credit, and I don't give.
I give that ref.
credit.
I give that ref credit for the whole game, even at the end.
Well, the ref had balls, and he knew he had to get out of there fast, and that's why he ran off the field after making the call. He knew it was going to be a mob scene. But to get back to what Patch was saying, when you look at that play, if you're looking at that from the naked eye, no instant replay, that's the first down, the game's over. Forget it. Instant replay shows the fact that his knee was down not even the tip of the football. And when that ref came out and said he's remeasuring it, I said, watch this, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to see it's going to be less than a link short. And it was less than a link short. And I did not think in the world they would come out and line up and go for it. But hats off to Kyle Shanahan for trying for it. But the most unexpected thing happened is that's what gave me hope. Trent, of all the people, Williams does not get set. This guy has been an all-pro for over 10 years. That shocked me. It was because of him Dallas got the ball back. So, that whole thing. But I give the ref credit. He did the right thing. But
all right. So we've talked about Tampa and who they would maybe want to face. Let's talk about the other three games that are on the for the weekend. Starting with Cincy and Tennessee. In Tennessee comes off the first round bye. What do we have?
Oh,
well,
Danny boy, if you're ready,
you.
I'll let you go.
What's up?
Tennessee and Cincy. Who do you got?
Tennessee. If everyone's healthy. If not, it's gonna be a closer game.
I think it's going to be this game is going to be a battle, just like the other AFC game that's going to happen this weekend. You know what? If it's going the way I've picked this whole year out, then it's Cincinnati for me.
oh boy. I really don't know who to pick right now. It really depends. Hold on, let me just see this.
Short. Third down.
Third down.
He's in.
No, he's short. Not by much.
Keep creeping up there. Bill.
Okay. The thing is, I might have to agree with what Dan says here. If Tennessee's fully healthy and Derrick Henry's back, then I would say Tennessee. But if Henry's not back, because that Bengals team is very scrappy. That is a very scrappy team.
Wow. It's gonna be short again.
How
How's that
can
not
you even
getting?
tell, though? They're calling a fourth.
Let's see.
He
that.
had to have broke the plane.
I
He
don't
does
know.
not. No, he is. Wait.
I
Oh,
don't
come
know.
on. He's crossed. He
Come
broke.
on.
He broke.
This is a play I would challenge.
Well, it's not a touchdown, so you have to
I
challenge
touched
it.
it. Yeah.
Come on. You can't overturn that, though.
And
How can you see?
He's
He goes-
definitely over.
he's forward. Yeah.
But here is the only real look you're going to get.
It's where the hands are.
There. He's in.
It's where the hands are. He's got to be in. What are they gonna do?
They're challenging it.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Yeah,
It's the right call by Sean McVay.
The bird's eye view, it shows when Stafford goes to the right and goes down, he's going over the end zone, and there's a clear path over seeing the ball over the white line.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then what are we talking about?
Well, the original images that you see are just from the sideline, and how could you
Yeah,
see
but
anything?
yeah, of course they have these over the top, which by the way, great addition.
Yes.
In the NFL.
McVay's even like, you see that? He's definitely over.
And
No,
so-
he's in. He's in.
So you're Bill. I wouldn't say the Bengals are a scrappy team. They went 10-7 this year.
They're a team that really
Mhm.
no, because I like how the Bengals are playing right now. But you know what? If the Titans have Derrick Henry, I think the Titans are going to win this game, and you're in Tennessee as well.
I mean, if you look at the Bengals, Joe Burrow, Joe Mixon, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd. That's a great lineup right there. Been working all season. I mean, okay, Tennessee, if they get Henry back, that's one player, but Henry's been also injured all year. Is Henry
This is a game I'm
100%?
still a little. It's only Monday, so I'm a little undecided on this matter right now.
I will say this: if Henry's 100%, yes, but if Henry's not 100%, he gets one bad hit.
He's
and then
done.
It was Henry again. It was Henry
Done.
again.
And also
But-
coming off an injury, he might not be 100% either.
I just said that.
Oh,
Derrick
yeah, he is.
Henry is one of the most featured backs in the NFL. When he went down, everybody said that was it for Tennessee. What did Tennessee do? They rallied around it, and they ended up with a first-round bye. On a team that you have to look at how they did it. You know, you sign Julio Jones, you don't have him for a lot of the season with a hamstring injury. A.J. Brown was down. Tennessee's defense stepped up big time here. So let's not count out the Tennessee defense. You know, look, I don't think all the water on this planet could cover Jamar Chase. Okay. And they're going to have enough of a problem with him. But Derrick Henry, he's back. He makes a big difference.
Next
You're
game on
kidding. Oh, thank God.
Good
Oh, I-
call.
Thank God. Because the
called
way
it a
they put
touchdown?
that up on the TV was at first they said fourth down, no touchdown. I'm like, are you kidding? It was a touchdown.
It was a touchdown. All right. The refs got it right for once. All right. Head into Saturday's other matchup. We got the San Francisco 49ers and the Green Bay Packers. Packers, of course, had the first round bye. Game will be in Lambeau. And San Francisco is in a little bit of trouble. Mark, go into detail about that.
Well, unfortunately for yesterday's game, and look, I never like to see an injury happen, no matter whether it's my own team or an opposing team. I cringed when I saw what happened with Joey Bosa. And that's, with Joey Bosa and his neck snapping back. And let me tell you something. I'm glad to see the fact that he was walking on the sideline. He's getting an MRI on the neck. They are concerned that could be structural damage. So his playoff future right now is unknown until we get the result of the MRI. As for Jimmy Garoppolo, everyone could see something had happened because his ball, the amount of times he was throwing the ball had dropped. He sprained his shoulder ligament in his throwing arm. That's why, no offense to Anthony Brown, it was a nice interception. That's why that ball was intercepted, because it was so slow in getting to the receiver. So Jimmy Garoppolo is still going to be that starting quarterback. But if that shoulder doesn't loosen up and he can't practice, we could be looking at a Trey Lance situation going into Lambeau. They also have possibly now, they're waiting to get the result back on Fred Warner's ankle. Now, Fred Warner is a beast as a linebacker. This guy was trying to come back in, and you could see he could barely walk. He was trying to get back on the field. With San Francisco losing those players, Green Bay's path to the Super Bowl just became very simple.
I mean, Fred Warner
ahead, Dan.
says that I think he's good to go for next week.
Okay, as I said, I haven't seen the updates, but this was going as of yesterday and into this morning. So If Fred Warner's good, I mean, that's all a bonus.
Mhm.
But I mean, you lose players like that, you can see why the Dallas offense started to creep up a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that who I think it is? Oh boy,
Right.
AD,
AD.
Aaron Donald.
Oh,
What a
AD.
stud. What a stud
Oh.
that player is. He is
God.
such a
Love Aaron.
stud.
Love Aaron Donald.
He is so
So-
good.
It's interesting with the Packers. It's because not because this has come from a fan, but Packers are out for blood finally against the 49ers in the playoffs. So I believe the last 3 outings the Packers have lost. They lost in 2019 in the NFC Championship game.
Yep.
They lost after going 15-1 in the season and having the first round bye. And I believe they lost another playoff game against them a couple years prior.
You're not wrong.
So that was just a bad pass by Murray.
Yes. Oh,
That was a terrible
you
pass.
can definitely see the youngness that's going through Murray right now in his first playoff game.
But back to the Packers.
Yep.
I agree with you, Mark. This is Green Bay's path. This is Green Bay's outright path. Like you win Sunday, you get the NFC Championship game in Lambeau, and then you await the winner of the Tampa Bay game, whether it's Tampa Bay, LA, or Arizona.
Yep.
And
Yeah, go on. Yeah, I know.
I'm not saying this is going to be an easy game for the Packers. I still feel this is going to be a tight game for the Packers.
If the playoffs have shown us anything, if you go to Saturday's game, that first game was absolute lightning. And then the second game, we're like, why are we even watching? On Sunday, it was, why are we even watching? To what a lightning game, to why are we even watching? So if anything goes the way it's been going, we could see a repeat of this next weekend. I mean, blowouts are not going to be next weekend. These are all going to be tight, exciting games. But Green Bay basically has drawn themselves without Dallas in there. Look, yes, I'm tooting Dallas's ego. Dallas was their only obstacle, in my opinion. I would love nothing more to see in Lambeau Brady versus Rodgers for the
Again?
NFC Championship.
Again,
I would
like-
love it.
was there again. Well, we know what
I
happened
would-
last year.
I would love it.
I
Because
would
you
love
want
it
to know
too.
what? I want to see Tom Brady get knocked through the goddamn field. And I want to see Aaron Rodgers just walk off Lambeau for the last time and walk out a champion. And I want him to retire now. I don't want him going anywhere. I just want him retiring. Go out on that note right there.
I want the Peyton Manning storybook ending. Go to the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl, go off in the sunset as a 2-time Super Bowl champion, and finally tell all the critics to shut the fleep up.
You're right.
Because he's shut. Aaron Rodgers, for beginning of the season, we're like, is he going to play this season? Is it Jordan's Love time finally? And Aaron's like, nope, I'm going to come in and we're just going to take this season week by week. First week happens and we're like, maybe Aaron Rodgers is really not going to do nothing and just wait out, just play the season like he just doesn't care. And then that first week happened. And then after that, Aaron Rodgers' spark came back. And now we're here.
Spark. It's like somebody put a cattle prod up his ass, but he showed up.
As I said last season, what's the one thing you don't want to do?
Piss off Aaron Rodgers.
Correct.
Piss off Aaron Rodgers. And you know what? Last year it was the critics. This year it was maybe the Packers front office or maybe the media itself too, with certain other things and his status on things. But Aaron Rodgers, once again, he could win back-to-back MVPs.
It's extremely possible.
Yeah.
The only two people that stand in his way are
The
are
GOAT.
Brady, the GOAT, and Mr. Indy himself.
Pretty much.
That's it. Other than that, who else do you really throw in the conversation for MVP?
Bill?
Okay, for the game or the MVP conversation?
Both. Go both.
Okay, for MVP conversation, I 100% agree with you. I think Rodgers is most likely going to be MVP, but we there's always a quarterback bias. If we go on a non-quarterback bias here, I would say his competition is most likely going to be Jonathan Taylor, or it's going to be maybe Cooper Kupp. But but I'm like going out on a limb for that one. But
Cooper Kupp's the long shot to win the MVP.
I would think he's a long shot, but
And that's
I would
not
say-
fair, though.
I would
I
say
agree with that.
overall, it's going to come down to Rodgers and Taylor. For the game, what is the 11th commandment in football? Thou shalt not piss off Aaron Rodgers. And
I mean that might be like the 15th. There might be a couple more in there before piss off Aaron Rodgers is in there.
yeah, there are a few. Oh, we'll write those later. But anyway, but the thing is, it's Aaron Rodgers, it's Lambeau Field, and I'm not counting San Francisco out. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. Like, they came in yesterday against one of the best defenses in the NFL, and they kicked ass and took names.
When you want to look at the San Francisco 49ers, Bill, they beat Dallas. I'm not going to say they didn't.
No, they did. They did. They came in and beat one of the best. Oh, shoot. Was it me?
No, it wasn't
you're
good. No. They beat one of the best defenses in football. They absolutely did. But the one thing about the San Francisco 49ers is don't say it's an easy win for the Packers, because if this season has taught us anything, that no win is easy.
No.
Because Rodgers could show up like he did against New Orleans. Not going to happen, but he could.
Highly unlikely, but maybe possible.
I just want to say, Mark,
Sorry,
I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I do not think it's going to be a blowout. I don't think it's going to be an easy game. I think San Francisco is going to give Green Bay a run for their money.
What a punt.
I don't think it's just going to be
beautiful.
Aaron Rodgers coming in,
Ooh.
bloop, 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 bloom, 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 boom, boom. But,
See,
here
comes the big. Sorry, Bill, go ahead.
If I were to make my pick, I would have to pick Green Bay. I would have to go with Aaron Rodgers.
There's no way I'm not picking Green Bay going into this game. Lambeau is the equivalent of Yankee stadiums when you want to talk home field advantage.
Absolutely.
Okay. And if you want me to put it like that, I would, and I'm going, and I did. That's how it is. Lambeau, look, Dallas is Dallas. But let's say, so when you think NFL and you go back to those early days, Green Bay Packers, Vince Lombardi, that's what you think. So yes, Lambeau Field is the Yankee Stadium venue you want to play in the playoffs with a team like you have. And Dan, what do you think on all this? Green Bay, San Francisco, Rodgers repeating?
I mean, what do I think of it? I don't see how Aaron Rodgers can pull off a game here. And the way the Packers have been playing all season, them maintaining that number one seed, they have to play like the number one seed. Though what scares me with the Packers is the history of them losing, whether it's in the big games, at least, whether it's in the NFC Championship, whether they're the one seed and someone comes on the road to stomp them, they do. That's what kind of scares me, but this is a good enough Packers team where they could probably, get a win here. So I'm confident with the Packers, though. I will say about San Francisco after the performance against Dallas, that great defensive performance, that's something that's very encouraging for them, for the Niners. I think it's a very encouraging sign to see that. And the way that they've been growing all season long to get to the point where they're the highest team in the NFL, they're not going to be any big cookie here. Lambeau Field in January is going to be pretty tough.
I mean,
How cold, because
If you look at the weather, right? I was just going to
No.
say that. If you look at the temperature, what was just there, I mean, if we look at what was Buffalo
Yeah,
just this past weekend,
yeah.
it is definitely 10 degrees colder at Lambeau.
Yeah, because you're more inland,
Right.
You know, it's going to be really tough, that cold weather.
Saturday's projection for weather is a high of 21 with a 30% chance of snow.
So you know that. Oh, so that's
Well, the snow, but the
okay.
21 degrees is a gift.
Yeah, they're. I think they're lucky.
That's a gift.
The low is 6, by the way. So at 8:15 at night, the low is going to be 6. So maybe you're looking
So-
at temperatures in the maybe 6 to maybe 10 below.
I would
depending on
say.
what-
I would say
But
maybe
you
like.
also gotta
I think
see what
this is a
wind chill's gonna be,
catch.
too.
I think this is a
15.
catch. Sorry, I'm interrupting you guys. I can't help it.
They-
No,
they
that's,
ruled
a
it
catch.
incomplete.
That's a catch.
I think they rule incomplete.
He had the ball.
Did he-
Let's see it again.
Catch. Yeah, absolutely.
catch. It should be a catch by AJ Green.
Absolutely. What are they
As we all
ruling
look
it?
at the
What are they saying? They're
2
still
feet
talking.
check.
They're still talking.
No,
Hold on.
incomplete.
Look.
Because it goes
Incomplete.
It gets late.
Oh, he
That's the
didn't hold
thing.
on to
He
it.
doesn't have control of the ball. Incomplete.
It gets loose.
here catch.
Oh,
Caught.
he's so
No,
lucky. He's lucky.
I think that's a catch.
It's close.
Does he
My
catches it,
opinion
brings
is
it
after
with
seeing
both
the
hands
other
or-
end,
No,
it's incomplete.
Yeah, I think that that ball has to be coming out.
Yeah. He
Let's
thinks
see.
he caught it. I,
wouldn't.
don't
I
think
wouldn't
he
be
did.
surprised if they ruled it a catch. I would not be
Catch and
surprised.
challenge then.
Catch and challenge by the Ram. Was
By the
Rams
Rams.
won another challenge?
He caught
Where's
it.
AJ
Made
Green
for
going?
He's going into
Maybe he's
10.
hurt.
10.
Is that it?
Well, don't forget it was a
Did he-
bang bang
did he-
play. Could be a rib.
Did he hurt?
I don't know. He looked fine to me.
Did he get ejected?
Not a catch. You challenge this.
Let's see.
No, he's going in the tent.
Did they rule? I think they ruled it.
They
a
haven't ruled
completion.
it yet officially yet. Here it comes. McVay is right now with the ump
And
ready
it's
to
a
challenge
catch.
it. It's a catch,
catch.
currently.
Now it's
Well,
catch.
by a
Wait,
fumble.
but it's a
Well,
if it's
okay.
a fumble, then it's a
Okay.
reviewable call.
Well,
That's it.
but it went
It's-
out of bounds. So
Right,
it doesn't
so it's
matter.
Cardinals ball. They already reviewed it. They already reviewed it. That's it. It can't be challenged.
Yeah. So
I
catch,
don't know
fumble.
if he ever
Why?
had possession.
Why would McVay challenge that? You if
he
he- if he-
can't.
if he loses it,
You lose your
let's say,
challenge.
let's say,
Well, not only that, you lose your
Oh.
last time out for the half.
That too.
yeah, that's what I mean. So not only that,
Oh.
but let's just say he loses the challenge, he's out of challenges.
Yep.
He's challenging it.
My answer is this is all right. We have 2 minutes basically. I'm saying incomplete pass.
I just the one video review I just saw on my TV. When Green caught the ball and tried to reposition himself, the football begins to move just a little.
Right. That's why I call it incomplete.
That I for that reason I think it's an incomplete
So
pass
they're saying
because
there's yeah. Go ahead, Patch.
no, I'm good, Danny boy, go ahead.
So if they're saying it's a catch and a fumble, does that mean did he make a football move?
He didn't. That's the key. The term for catch and move is he's got to have 2 feet planted and make a step. He doesn't make a step because he gets plowed into.
Yeah.
Since the ball was out of bounds, they're going to be. I think they might call this incomplete.
I think it's an incomplete pass. I don't think he ever had control of the ball. This is a very look. If I'm Sean McVay, I agree with Dan. You don't challenge this. The worst thing is you're up 14 and you just gave a 12-yard play away. So what? Why challenge now with your last challenge and your last time out of the half dangling there?
That's just plain stupidity.
So I think Dan's the right call on this. Why challenge it?
Yeah. I mean, look, ultimately, I've seen a couple of looks at it. The ball looks like it's getting loose. If you're talking about just having it be a catch, the ball's getting loose. It has to have been loose before the ball popped out, which is why, in that case, it should be an incomplete pass. With that said, I don't know why you're challenging this play. I mean, it's a risky challenge. That's just me. It's a risky challenge.
And I am in a full 100% agreement with you, is that this is a challenge that, yes, if this was, let's put it on the other side of the field, other side of the 50, yeah, I would challenge it. You're on their 24-yard line. They haven't proven to move the ball. All right, give them a bone. Let your defense go out and talk. That's me. That's just me in the
No, I don't know. I mean, look, what are they saying? Hold up. They're saying
it's coming back right now.
It's an incomplete pass. All right, so you got lucky.
Thank you.
So he got lucky.
It's the right call. It was the right call.
Yeah, but I'm sorry. I would not have risked my last challenge and my last time out.
That ball, yeah, dude, Pat, that ball's getting loose before
Yeah.
he even makes a football move.
Right.
That's
Mind
what I
you,
was
we didn't see
saying.
it coming out until he hit the ground. So, but no, that ball's out. It wasn't even caught. Oof. And I can understand why AJ Green went into the tent.
All right. So the challenge is successful. So I'm assuming he gets another challenge because
He gets another
Because
challenge.
there's the catch, and then ball is moving.
Still, it's 3rd and 7. It's not an impossible down. Just a waste of 7 minutes of our life.
Okay.
All right, moving on. Our last game, since we talked about Tampa and them, is the rematch of the AFC title game from last year, except now it's divisional. Buffalo and Kansas City in Kansas City.
I am going to say something. Oh, wait, Dan might not be available. I want Moser wrapped in bubble wrap before you last see him before the weekend. That is on Dan. You have to wrap Moser in bubble wrap.
I mean, I won't. I don't know if I'll do that, but
Well, don't forget. Also, I think
oh, that's
Noah
right.
Trump, Noah, and Funmaster Rifkin are coming in too. So
I probably won't need to do all that work. They'll just do it for me.
So as they were tasked to protect the president, it's protect Moser.
Oh my Lord!
How am I behind Dan?
Because Dan's in the studio.
Oh my God!
Hold
Can
on.
we have? Well,
What was he doing?
What the hell was that?
Hey!
What was he
Holy
doing?
crap! The fuck was that?
I
I don't care that I'm
would've-
sorry,
I would've
FTC.
I would have taken the safety, dude. What the hell?
Absolutely.
No, I agree. Take the freaking safety.
This is a problem why we can't go live, ladies and gentlemen, because the old man is the potty mouth.
You know what? I think a certain.
I would have taken the
cool.
safety. What are you doing?
This reminds me of when the Rams were playing Tennessee and Matt Stafford was spun around and did the same thing.
As I think Punmaster pun master Rifkin would say, there's the certain stool of bar, I think, say worse when they're alive. So I think they say just a little bit worse than we do. So if if an F word or an S word gets slipped out, it's all right.
We're
Yeah.
squeaky clean compared to
Yes,
them.
but I'm trying not to make it a habit, so I'm apologizing every time
Oh,
it
I
happens
know.
immediately.
Yeah. All right. So Los Angeles is up a big one. 21
21-0.
nothing. 21-0 after that
Coming-
stupid
and then
throw.
coming
What
This,
was
this is
that?
ridiculous.
Coming from
See,
the
mind
SIN,
you, half second more, that whistle's blown that he's in the grasp anyway.
So then, what's Kyle? I mean, is it playoff jitters? Is it like
It's a lot of it. He didn't know what to do.
like what you're not saving yourself by just chucking it up there?
coming
I thi-
from the beautiful SIN Blitzers chat, from Eric,
Uh-oh.
Sir Eric Ford. That was the most
Big
beautiful,
brother.
perfect play I have ever seen in my entire life.
That was insane.
Pun intended.
Just,
Yeah, big pun intended.
just wow. That's all I can say. I'm
All right,
sorry.
boys. Before that play happened, we were trying to talk Buffalo and Kansas City.
Right.
And Mark, you may continue your take.
Okay. Sorry. Buffalo, Kansas City. As I was saying, we have our good buddies Nathan Moser, as I was reminded, and Eric Cartman Rifkin going down to visit Nate Moser. Noah Trombley will be going down with Mike. My bad. And
So
we'll be
protect
visiting
Moser, not the
So we'll have a lot of
president.
eyes on Nathan. He'll be safe. We know that. This game is gonna be. I thought the Dallas game was a hype game. This is gonna be a battle to the death. Kansas City, Buffalo. The best defense against the worst defense. However, I don't know which offense is better. That's the question. I just don't know how Buffalo is going to stop this high-powered electric Kansas City offense. You got a lot of different moving pieces. However, Buffalo has the same thing. And call me crazy, folks. Go Buffalo.
Mark, you want to know something? I'm actually picking Buffalo as well. And that might sound crazy. And you know what? Here's the thing. I never make early Super Bowl predictions because things change every 38 seconds. No, not because I'm dumb or unsure, just because things change. But the thing is, if you see how Josh Allen did the other night, how he was just, bloop, bloop against a top 5 defense, I think he could probably do that against Kansas City. Now, I'm not saying it's 100% Buffalo's going to win, but you know what? If I were to pick, I'm going upset alert here. I'm going with Buffalo. And no disrespect to Pat Mahomes, but
no offense to Patrick Mahomes. This is an impossible game to even fathom who you could predict a winner. I mean, Patchy, come on, jump in here.
All right. Comparing offenses, we'll go starter, quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end. Buffalo, you got Josh Allen, Devin Singletary, Stephon, Sanders, Beasley, and Dustin Knox at tight end.
Correct.
To Kansas City, you got Pat Mahomes, CEH, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Tyreek Hill, who was out, and Helaire is out now, so Jerick McKinnon is now going to be that number one. So
Did anybody
maybe
just watch that? I'm sorry, I'm stopping you, Patch. This
It's
was
all right,
crazy.
All right, let's watch as we
Boink.
react.
Doink. Nope, I got it. Rondell Moore coughs it
Oh.
up, but steals it back.
Watch this
We're
one.
playing-
Watch this next one.
oh,
Nice
We're playing big-
move. Is that
What's
Jimmy
all that?
Connor? Nice move by James Connor. Uh-oh.
Playing-
Could we see some fight back from Arizona?
We're
Doink.
playing bingo.
I got it.
We're
Nope,
playing-
nope,
Yeah,
nope,
after-
it's mine.
After this, they better be fighting back.
Yeah, look at this.
21-0.
life out of Arizona. Again, I cut
Little
off
life.
the patch, man.
If they
Sorry,
if they
Mark.
get a score, like they're not out.
No.
Not totally.
However, how high do you think Zach Haynes jumped when that interception happened?
I think I saw a shooting star outside my house.
What are you asking me for? He's cheering for the Packers anyway.
I know, but he was our writer for the Rams.
I know, but it's like maybe,
All right,
maybe
maybe.
he jumped out. I mean, that was a good read by that defensive player.
All right,
I was
back-
kind of hoping that it was Eric Weddle who picked it off and took it in for a second, but then I saw the number and I knew it wasn't.
All right, back to my take in 1 second. As I'm
as
saying-
I've cut the patch man off twice.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh
shit.
no! Wow! Then nothing's going right for the
Hey,
Cardinals.
Patch, we're just cutting you off 3 times in a
Oh
row.
my god! I'm gonna just end this live stream so I can
That's-
finish my take and then restart this live stream.
Ladies and
Oh,
gentle
Oh my
people and gentle persons, we are now seeing the tear apart of Arizona.
we are seeing the Ram. The Ram enters its natural habitat and dismantles the red Cardinal.
Connor didn't even see the football.
No one saw this coming.
Come on.
Well,
He turns around. The
Yeah.
ball was high and already above him by the time he even knew where it was.
yeah. Cliff Kingsbury's done, man.
He doesn't know what to say. He doesn't know what to do.
No, and you know what? I think he's done in Arizona. Like they're certainly talking about it. It's way off. Patch, finish your point. Sorry.
Oh, fine. All right. Now that if,
Oh
if-
my!
if
No,
some-
just kidding.
oh, just for that, you get muted. I love you, Mark. You know that. You can unmute yourself. I had to. I'm sorry. Oh,
Yeah, you
going
deserved it.
floater. All right, never mind. Nothing
Okay.
happened. I swear to God, if I get interrupted one more time.
All right.
All right. To finish my point, once again, Bill's depth chart: Josh Allen, Singletary, Diggs, Sanders, Beasley, Knox, Patrick Mahomes, Jerick McKinnon, since now Clyde Edwards-Hilaire's out, Tyreek Hill, Byron Pringle, Melchior Hardman, and Travis Kelce. Yeah. I hate to say this, you slightly give the edge to Buffalo here, especially with their run game, especially with Singletary and Zach Moss. Dynamic duo when you get to the red zone. Because neither one of them give up and they find a way to get themselves in the end zone. Once again, looking at the wide receiving core, Diggs, Sanders, and Beasley, especially Stephon Diggs, he finds a way to get the ball into his hands and gets 2 feet in. Case in
Stephon
point,
Diggs is something special.
one of the worst trades ever for Minnesota.
I couldn't believe when they let him go after the
I
year
s-
he had.
And then Beasley, you can discuss other things about Beasley, but Cole Beasley is still hanging
I
around.
always have heart for Cole Beasley.
I like Cole Beasley too.
I lost a lot of respect for him, but I still have a lot of heart for him.
Yeah. And personally, your sleeper here is Dawson Knox.
Yep.
What a
He
tight end.
surprised me in that New England game. What a catch he had in that first touchdown catch.
The biggest blow right here is CEH. Him being out for Kansas City.
It'll be
is,
Darrell Williams should be the starting
That's
back.
going to be a big blow.
It's either Darrell Williams or Jerick McKinnon.
Correct. And McKinnon had a good night last night too. So nothing
Yeah.
against Jared McKinnon. Also
But-
another Minnesota native.
This game will most likely come down to defense.
Hmm.
It's going to be who can stop who from either getting in field goal range or staying
Getting
out of the
touchdowns.
end zone.
Right. And if
Staying out
you
of the
put
end
this
zone.
game on paper, then all points towards Minnesota here. Not Minnesota, all points towards
Kansas City.
Oh,
to Buffalo here.
ding. You get
Yeah.
dinged.
To Buffalo here.
Ding.
Ding.
Doesn't
Ding.
matter,
get to
Bill.
start-
You're gonna have Kirk Cousins as a quarterback, possibly.
Oh, shut up.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's a prediction I have is that the Giants trade for him.
You know it's going to
If they
be?
can't get Russell Wilson, if you can't get Russell Wilson or Matt Ryan, let's say both of those guys are off. Minnesota has interest in moving Kirk Cousins. His value is not high. You need a quarterback. He has experience. There'd be no problem for Galladay, Tooney, Sterling Shepard, and Darius Slayton, and Ingram and Barkley to be able to work with an offense with Kirk Cousins. I'm sorry, that would be a win for the Giants and even would give me a little bit of nerves.
You know they should keep Mike Glennon.
Don't get
He
me
should be the
started.
starter.
Mike Glennon should remain the starter.
Oh,
You know what? Mike Glennon should go over and start for Zach Wilson one day. I just wanted to see Dan's reaction to that comment.
I have no reaction.
Our next guest will be coming in a few moments. He is a special guest tonight.
oh boy.
Special, yes. Very special.
He'll
I'm
be
gonna-
in
He
a
is
little
guy
bit.
who has brought our
I'm gonna-
tagline to the ending of our show to fruition.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I'm
know.
gonna. I unfortunately once again am gonna miss him because I have to do a show.
Oh
It's
god,
all
do I
right.
want to know?
You
But
might.
that's okay.
You on a 10?
Yeah,
As they
Okay.
say,
Yeah.
false start.
That was the story of calls yesterday.
False
As,
start.
as the mass almost snaps and kills Dan
Yes.
twice.
Fatality. Covers his eyes.
Blooper
Now he's
reel.
blind like, and now he covers his eye like he wants to be like me and be blind.
Looking good now.
Oh, Danny boy, looking spiffy
Danny boy.
with the mask.
I got them. So at SNY,
This next play, I swear to God, reminds me of the scene from Friends in the Thanksgiving football game episode coming up. This play by Kyler Murray. It's Rachel Green running around the fence post. I don't want it. I don't want it. Peg
I don't want
just
it.
goes to Peg. I don't want it.
Oh,
How about everybody just run in a circle?
oh.
when let's see how far the Cardinals can go.
2nd and 15.
Let's see how far the Cardinals can
Oh,
go with
He's look.
Kyler Murray still in there, living his misery before they take him out.
They're not going to take him out. They're gonna let him.
They're
This
gonna
is
let
the
him
only way he's going to
suffer.
learn. This is a young rookie. It's a young rookie in his first playoff game going up against one of the top 3 teams in football.
He's a playoff rookie. He's not a rookie in general.
He's a playoff rookie. That is correct. 6 of 16, 22 yards and 2 interceptions. 6 of 16. This is what happens when you don't have someone with sure hands like DeAndre Hopkins in a game. That's the end of that. I guess it was Yellow Towel Day at Rams Stadium.
They're just paying respect to Big Ben.
You know, when you look back at the story career of Ben Roethlisberger, you have to look where this guy is going to go down in NFL legacy. And I use the word strenuously. Legacy. This guy has fought through it all. And he won a couple of Super Bowls. He's a passing legend. He's a Steeler legend. He's actually a decent humanitarian. Let's take back what he did a few years ago off the table. But is he a 5 and in? I think so. I mean, I can't question that. Patch, what do you think? Bill, what do you think? We're going to go first.
Sorry, mid yawn.
Do I think Ben Roethlisberger's a 5 and in?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna say yeah, probably. If not 5, I would say maybe. I would say maybe if not 5, maybe 6 or 7.
So you're saying second or third ballot?
Yeah, but I think most
Excuse me.
first ballot. But if you take all the crap he did off the field, but on the field, one of the best. Absolutely.
Okay. Now, Patchy, now that you're done yawning.
He's either a first ballot or he'll get in the following year. Plain and
Okay.
simple.
Dan, do you have a quick comment on that?
How is he not first ballot?
Stranger things have happened in the world.
I
of
know,
sports.
but like it's hard. Big Ben revolutionized what a quarterback looks like.
He did.
Mhm. Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
the big buff guy, big dude, quarterback. You didn't see much of that back in
You
the
don't
day.
see much of that. I mean, at all. He made it work.
And he won how many Super Bowls? Two.
Yeah, two.
He gets his moment in the sun. It'll be right away.
Yep.
If it's not right away, then they're doing it wrong.
Okay. So the Steelers are just one of those teams. They're a storied NFL history team. You look at the Steelers teams in the 70s, the 90s, the Dallas teams in the 70s and the 90s. And you got the Green Bay team, in San Francisco. You look at some of these long legacy teams that are out there. And you look at the Hall of Famers who have gone in for these story teams. But I think Terry Bradshaw said it best. He was not better than me. But that's Terry Bradshaw.
I mean,
It was a joke. But
I figured that.
Yeah.
I mean, but to be fair to Big Ben, like at least
he was
he
better than Terry Bradshaw.
at least he can play that, and also he can play through injuries, whereas Terry Bradshaw couldn't even come back from like one big terrible injury.
Yet Terry Bradshaw did prove you could throw a football without having to hold your fingers on the lasers.
Okay,
That
fine.
Terry Bradshaw did prove.
All right.
He was one of the first quarterbacks. Seriously, if you look at some of his replays, first quarterback to ever throw with his pointer finger on the tip of the ball. When
But-
it released.
You know what? I'm going to say this, though. With Ben Roethlisberger riding off into the sunset, it's basically the end of an era because, and we've said this many times before, that generation of that late 90s to mid 2000s draft class is slowly disappearing. And I don't mean like in that way, but you know what I mean? They're slowly retiring.
Yeah.
Like what we saw a couple years ago with Peyton
Sure.
Manning, 2 years ago with Eli. We saw with last year Drew Brees.
You got the two old men left. You got Brady and Rodgers left.
Yeah, Brady and Rodgers are the only two left from that era.
The two OGs left, really.
Yeah, that era is
Ooh.
slowly just
You got the GOAT and that bad man.
bad, man.
Honestly,
Because,
honestly, the GOAT conversation, I think that's starting to change a little bit.
Well,
I don't know.
after the routing he did of
Look, Tom Brady, fine. You want to win so many Super Bowls, but Aaron Rodgers still looks poised for his age. It's incredible, dude.
If you compare the two, yes, age is a couple years apart, but if you look at Aaron Rodgers can still take the ball and run.
Yeah.
mhm.
Granted, Brady was never a mobile quarterback, and Rodgers isn't. Rodgers just has the awareness to find a path and start running.
Mhm.
But if you compare the two, Rodgers is the smarter QB in
Yeah.
a sense.
And in my
Yes.
honest opinion, like even though Tom Brady obviously has done it the best, he had an easy path to the AFC. I'm sorry. That NFC, all those NFC teams that Aaron Rodgers had to face, whether it's during the regular season, whether it's during the playoffs, those are tough
And-
teams.
Look at the quarterbacks that were in the NFC in his time.
Yeah.
No, he faced off against, well, early in his career, you had Brett Favre, you had Drew Brees, you had Eli.
Yeah.
You can throw, well, I'll be nice. We'll throw Romo in there.
Why?
Just good quarterbacks in the league.
Kurt
Oh.
Warner. Kurt Warner's another good one.
Kurt Warner. What a legend.
Yeah.
Bunch of just
Even-
good combination.
Did anybody watch Jalen Rager from yesterday?
Yeah.
I mean, this past weekend? Fair catch. It means you can walk up to the ball and catch it.
That is the definition of a fair catch.
Jesus. I understand you're down 21, but muffing the punt and giving up another easy 6 is not going to help you get back there. Hey.
Could be another good
Yeah,
weekend.
but I'll agree with Dan. You look at Brady's path in the AFC for 20 years.
He
Kind of
had
easy.
no opposition.
You had Big Ben. Big Ben and maybe Philip Rivers.
Who did Brady have to worry about in the AFC East? Ever.
Chad Pennington. They won a division in 02. Hello.
I mean, maybe Brett Favre,
Mark
the one year he
Sanchez?
was in New York.
Mark Sanchez.
Brett Favre, I would say, maybe the 1 year Brett Favre was in.
Oh, I'm sorry. Chad Pennington.
I'm live.
Of all the names that could have been
Um,
called out, that just made me laugh.
And Danny Boy, if you have a minute, you can say a hi to our special guest before you go. All right, Rifkin, we're as Danny
Hello,
Boy's
Rifkin.
we're in the midst of. I'll let Danny Boy go. Unless he muted himself. He muted himself. Okay, so we're in the midst of conversation about who had it easier.
Rifkin. Let's go, baby.
Who had it
Unfortunately-
easier?
Unfortunately, once again, I'm going to leave you, but I wanted to at least say hi. I can't hear you, buddy.
Fix your audio, buddy. We can't hear you.
No talkie.
No talkie
Definitely
talkie.
no talkie. Just wave it down, Mike. He's got to go.
All right, there we go. All right, Rifkin, as you fix your audio, we're in the midst of a conversation of who had it easier, Aaron Rodgers in the NFC or Tom Brady in the AFC.
Oh, it's a good question.
Okay, I can hear you.
Oh, all right. So who had it easy? You're talking the overall spectrum?
Overall spectrum, if we're comparing Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady of, we'll say, the GOAT conversation,
Okay.
we can
so
let's
there's
go ahead.
two different answers to this. Because
I'll be back in 2 minutes.
to
go
be
ahead, Mike.
technical, Rodgers had it easier in a different sense, but Brady always had the easier division.
Yes, absolutely.
Brady had the AFC East, and nobody was good in the AFC East at the time, up until Rex's Jets came by, and
See, that's no, I was just saying like Mark Sanchez because we're talking about which quarterback that he had to fear. Mark Sanchez for a long time was actually a pretty darn good quarterback until he was no longer a good quarterback.
You had the
I
1 year
also-
Brett Favre.
Yeah, I also joked about Chad Pennington too.
listen, Chad Pennington, I will never say a bad word about that
Oh
man.
hell no, no.
Week 17, 2008, the
Yeah.
Dolphins go into the Meadowlands to play the Jets and Brett Favre for the AFC East title.
Mhm.
Some loser I know was there. I was hoping it was Brett Favre's last game. The guy decided to be a jerk and say, ooh, I'm going to come back and play for the Vikings. Ooh. That's why the Saints deserve that 09 NFC title game. But to answer the question, Brady had the easier division, but the conference was harder because you had Peyton, you had Ben eventually, Flacco eventually. The Chargers were
Rivers.
the Chargers were always kind of somewhat of a threat. Yeah, I mean, so Brady had the easier division, harder conference. I don't even want to say Rodgers had the harder division because the Vikings are inconsistent. The Bears, the only great quarterback the Bears have had really in the Rodgers era was Jay Cutler, and to call Jay Cutler great is weird. And the Lions haven't been relevant since Barry Sanders. Or
I mean, I
Since-
I would say the only saving grace to the Lions for a while. See you later, Danny boy. Have a good show.
later, Dan. I'll see
Love
you
you.
later in the week.
Yeah, man, totally.
Not it's just you and me, and it's going to be maybe weird or maybe awesome. I will say that maybe the one saving grace to the Lions for a while was only Calvin Johnson and Matt Stafford,
Yeah,
and maybe Golden
absolutely.
Tate.
Absolutely, because if Calvin Johnson, I think this could tie in because Stafford's playing as we speak, and we know what's going on if you're watching the game. Calvin Johnson, if he was on a better team, he would have gotten more recognition, but the guy still made Hall of Fame first ballot. So no
Deserved
one's
it.
good. Right.
Well the man should have just gone somewhere else where he could have been used properly.
I mean, same thing with Stafford. He would have gotten more national attention if he was on better teams.
And now he's getting that.
Right.
Granted, it's
That's
late
why
in
this
his career
trade
now.
was huge for him.
I mean, you look at Stafford through his years with the Lions, and yes, he had Calvin Johnson. His rapport with Calvin Johnson was almost psychic. He knew exactly where to be and at the right time. I think Calvin Johnson was so in tune with Matt Stafford, he didn't want to go anywhere. When you have got that connection between you and one other person and that you're doing things, I mean, Calvin Johnson, you put that down into the names of Montana to Rice, Aikman to Irvin. I mean, Marino to Duper. I mean, you want to really go anywhere. I mean, I love Mark Duper, great receiver. But call me wrong.
I don't think you're wrong. But, you know, that's why I'm happy for Stafford on this trade, and I'm happy the Ram. I don't want to say I'm rooting for the Rams just because I picked them to go to the Super Bowl. I'm rooting for the Rams because I'm happy for Matthew Stafford because he deserves this.
Oh.
He deserves to be on a team that could go to the Super Bowl. I think he's the most underappreciated quarterback in the league in the sense of we all know he's talented and he's really good. That's why he was the number one pick. But he never got the national spotlight, even though he was that number one pick, because he was in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
And they're already planning out what's going to happen for Tigers opening day
Oh.
or what the Pistons are doing.
Think about it in a logical sense. When Stafford's rookie year, which, mind you, I don't know off the top of my head, and I should. Who was he coming in after? Name me the star quarterback he was taking over for. There was none. They had bounced around
I think he took over for Dan Orlovsky.
It's very possible.
Shout out Dan Orlovsky.
Didn't
One of my
Orlovsky end
favorite
up
people
going
on
to
ESPN is
Houston
Dan
after that? I think
Orlovsky.
so, but whatever. It's besides Calvin Johnson, what did the Lions really ever do for Matt Stafford?
They got him Brandon Pettigrew, who was his tight end.
Yeah.
Javid Best was a running back who did not last long due to injuries.
Correct.
I'm trying to think of who was opposite Calvin Johnson.
It's that hard to remember because he didn't throw that ball to anybody else.
Yeah. And you still couldn't stop it.
Correct. But Stafford was never on that winning team that was going to do what Detroit always wanted, would bring in a Super Bowl. Stafford has a chance here.
Yep.
He's got a tough path to do it, but he has a chance.
Listen, one at a time. You get by tonight. You play Brady and the Bucks Sunday, and you go from there.
Absolutely.
And the good thing for the Rams is they've already beaten Brady. So
Yeah.
it's not like this is virgin territory for them, so to speak.
And it's going to be a different team. No Godwin, no Antonio Brown, possibly no Tristan Wirfs, which would
Came
be
up this morning.
huge.
Yes, that came up this morning.
Yeah, they're beatable. And we talked about this yesterday, Mark. The guy who we thought had to get going for this offense, and we talked about him yesterday, Odell Beckham, and he had a good first half.
He had a great first half. It still pisses me off every time he catches the ball, but that's okay. It's just because I picked Cooper Kupp to score a touchdown in the first half, and it didn't happen. So I'm kind of a little bit upset on that. But look, I know how talented Odell Beckham Jr. is. I mean, I can't live down that Giant Dallas game. But getting back to Stafford quickly, he only has a couple of years left. He's not getting younger. He's been in the league 10 years. He has this year, maybe next year. Then you have to start thinking future. He's not going to get you 5-6 more years.
And you think about the here and now, and that's why you go out and you sign Odell Beckham. That's why you trade for Von Miller. So
exactly.
They are the only team who just said, screw it, all in.
Mm-hmm. And it's the right way to say it. They said it from the moment they went in that they were all in this year, like Mike said. They look at the contracts they purchased. Look what they signed. Look what they traded for. This was the Pro Bowl team of teams put together. And everybody thought midway through the season, yeah, because Stafford made Stafford-like mistakes.
But you run the ball like they did in the first half.
Mm-hmm. You don't have to throw the ball 40 times. I mean, that first run by Sony Michel was unreal.
94 rushing yards in the first half.
And
Average
that's a lot for
4.3 a carry.
Yeah, that's a lot for the Rams. The Rams are generally a passing team.
Sony Michel, new video game system out, the Sony Michel. And Cam Akers is back, which is huge.
What a remarkable story. For those of you who don't know, Cam Akers, at the beginning of this season, had torn his Achilles. Now, this is an injury that normally will keep you out for at least 12 to 14 months, if not longer. Some people actually don't even recover from it. This guy is back before the end of the season. And that's, yes, mind you, there's new modern ways in surgery to treat things and stuff like that. But who's ever heard of anybody coming back from an Achilles in the same season?
Steve Levy was telling the story on the broadcast that Akers told Matthew Stafford, hey, I'll see you for the playoffs. And Stafford brushed it off like, yeah, right. Well, here he
I'm
is.
sure Stafford ate his words and paid up whatever bet he had to do that he ever did with him. But is Cam Akers making a big deal in the game? No, but is he making he's got a couple of nice strong runs. He's picking up guys on his back, and then he had that one drop, which that ball's one more yard up, he's gone. By the way, Mike, Noah okay?
Noah is okay. He is
Okay,
still
good,
alive.
good.
I can confirm that.
Good. Just checking.
Hey, being
'cause
alive's a good thing.
Yes.
Shut up, Bill.
I felt so bad for Noah yesterday afternoon. His
Rifkin, you have an
frustration.
important task on your weekend too, by the way.
Oh, God. I'm going on vacation, trying to suntan, and you're going to make me do work.
Yes.
Yes.
As you were in test when we went to Survivor Series, you must protect Moser on Saturday when the Bills are playing.
Oh, I've
Make
already
sure-
got. I got to go buy a Mahomes jersey for him.
Well, you
God.
have to protect that man to make sure he does not go Bills Mafia on himself and try to put himself through a table.
So if he is working during that time, which is possible, he might work during the game. I can't control that. That would be up to Dan.
Well,
Well, the
you must
responsibility's now
try-
on Dan.
yes. You guys should get a tour of the studio and just go in there holding your hand inside your breast pocket and say, "We have the virus. We're here for Moser. Don't panic."
I'm not doing it.
No,
no,
you're-
no.
As we are live, your job is to try to find a way to get hired at Moser's job for one day to protect
Ooh.
them, and
That's
then
it.
quit.
That's it.
Be a security guard because people are out to get Moser.
You got to get one of those big black shirts that on the back just says security and walking behind Moser the whole time. No, but shout out to our good friend Nathan Moser as he has got a big game coming up this weekend with the Buffalo Bills taking on.
No, we like Moser. We like him.
But do we like you, Bill? That's the
Oh, come
$45
on. Am I really that, Mike? Am I really that bad?
I have too much fun with this, even on a live stream.
Yeah, sarcasm, my friend. You got to learn how
Bill,
to.
we all love you
I know.
and loathe you. No, just kidding.
I know.
All right, boys.
No,
I'll pose
I
this
was
question to
faced
you.
with a challenge from Patchy last week, by the way, that I have not owned up on. Last week we debuted Halpern's Crazy Sports from Around the World, and I was
No,
cha- Sorry.
it's Halpern's crazy trip. It's Halpern's trip around the sports world.
right. And last Monday I had something, so I could not be on air with the guys, and I was called out and challenged to find out everything there was to know about greasy pole climbing. Well, the funny thing was, it was on the list. It just didn't make it the list for the show. Now, for all of you who don't know, this is an actual sport. It's called greasy pole climbing, and it's called it not because it's gross and disgusting. The content term climbing a greasy pole means to achieve a certain pinnacle at your life that you've reached the top and you are not getting to go any higher. That reaching the top of the greasy pole. But this is an actual sport that goes on in Boston and England. It is a greasy, long, tall pole that people have to, and it's different events that you have to climb up, and the higher you get, the more points you get. It ain't easy. You don't have special gloves. Okay, I've seen people walk across these things and slip, and you're not wearing a cup. Enough said. It is
Thanks
a
a
funny
lot.
thing, but it's taken seriously because to some people, this is the ultimate accomplishment in life: is climbing that greasy pole. So, for all of you that had your mind in the gutter, Bill, get it out of there.
Mike,
Oh, not me, Mark. I'm just a good Catholic boy, remember?
Rifkin, quiet. Now that we have
earthquake.
reached the top of that pinnacle, that's where it is. Now that's the term, climbing a greasy pole, not going to some seedy place in Las Vegas that's off the strip named the Greasy Pole.
sounds like a dive bar in Vegas.
That's what I just said.
Sounds like a road trip to Vegas is in order.
Let's do
That-
it.
I'm sorry, we would end up
That's
with
on
the
Fremont
Feynman
Street.
van and we'd set it on fire like in Big Bang, trying to figure out how to change a tire.
What do you think would happen if all of us all went to Vegas? How long do you think we'd last?
It's going to turn into
Oh.
the Hangover, and we're going to lose.
Well, I
Bill.
was just about to say, we
Oh
got
my
the four of
God,
us
yes.
plus Dan here. We got Galifianakis in our top left here, Mike Rifkin. Mike is our Galifianakis. There is no question about that right there.
I'm
Snap of the
Stu.
pocket.
Right.
What, are
So-
you kidding
that would
me?
that would make Bill.
You are
Doug.
not Stu. No. Patsy, you are Doug. You are getting married, and you're the one been talked into this crazy.
Here's the most important question.
Wait, I'm the one that
who's-
gets lost on the roof.
Yes.
Yeah, but you see, if we had lost Bill, we may just not have gone to find him. End
We
of
would-
film.
What if Moser goes with us? I think he's the one that we wouldn't find.
So I'm
So
Doug.
both would be like in the second one, he'd be on top of the elevator. But no,
More
you got
curious-
Galifianakis. I am Bradley Cooper's character. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
How
but
am I
who's
not
Mr.
Stu?
Chow?
I am not Mr. Chow.
I said, who is Mr.
Oh,
Chow?
I was about to say, who is Mr. Chow?
Noah.
It's funny because it's big. A lot
my
of
God.
flags come
And
in.
we And Mike Tyson probably needs the money to replace.
Dan is Mike Tyson. Dan is Mike Tyson.
Why can't we just
Floater.
get Mike Tyson to be Mike Tyson?
I'm sure he'd do it for just a line, but that's okay. And that was a line in the script.
Oh
Um,
my god. Oh.
and
Where's the dump switch when you need it?
I covered that up beautifully. And
Yes, you did.
I am Bradley
Bravo.
Cooper's character. I'm sorry. That's how it is. Stu, you want to call me crazy? Of our crazy group, Stu, of all people, and I look at it all, is Eric Ford. Got that smart, intelligent guy who, you know, is answering yes and no. And God, I hope he's not listening right now because I'm cheating on him a little bit. But Eric is our guy who's pretending to be one thing and it's really something else. We need that something else to come out, Eric. Let it out.
What do
Let it be.
tigers dream of?
Take a little tiger sleep.
Do they dream of mauling zebras?
Or Halle Berry in a Catwoman suit. We're gonna get really, really soon. Okay,
not.
we're gonna end it right there.
We ain't gonna get sued. Odell with the floater.
Joe.
Oh,
I
How do you
did.
think Baker Mayfield feels watching Odell play well?
that was beautiful.
He's probably baking some cookies.
Or another progressive
That's so-
commercial?
Damn it! I was going to
Yeah,
say the
that-
same thing.
I was just about to say that. Another progressive commercial. Life after football. He's out there with the security guard helmet and the keys to open the lock for everybody.
with Baker Mayfield. You know which one of my which one's my favorite with that? The one with Alice. I love the one with Alice Cooper.
That's good. But you know what they should do? Baker Mayfield plowing the parking lot. At home with Baker Mayfield when you don't have playoffs. He's in charge of plowing the parking lot after a snowstorm.
Oh,
Poor Baker.
still.
At home with Baker
How am I?
Mayfield.
How am I Doug in this situation? I want to know this. How am I Doug? We're gonna stew on this for a little bit. I'm gonna do that as a pun too.
So we're going back to the fact on why it's Patchy Doug. Okay, here's the reason. Mind you, this live cast now just got way off rails. So we're
The
gonna
game's
just
a
go
blowout. Who
with it.
cares?
The game is a
It's
blowout.
what I come up and do on my own.
It's all Mike's fault.
Take
Why
the
are you
blame.
Doug?
I'm having fun.
Patchy is the one who keeps everybody together. Patchy's the glue. Patchy's the one is a sensible-minded, non-risk-taking, wants to settle down, have kids, rich life. Patch. That is Doug's character to a T.
That's you.
And that's why Patchy's Doug. Rifkin, you're Galifianakis because let's just call it. You look like Galifianakis.
I'll take it. I'm not going to dispute any of it. So
Now, Bill. We come to Bill.
Oh boy.
Bill is Mr. Chow
Okay, why am I Mr. Chow?
because of your rants. When you go on a rant, you get that high-pitched tone going, and you get that loud, squeaky voice going. So I could picture you, mind you, I'm going to stop myself because we're not going to continue with the thought I was about to go with. I can picture
Tell me
you as
off.
Mr.
Tell
Chow.
us off air, Mark.
I will
us
tell you
air.
off air.
Or just text it to me. Just text it to
Does
me.
he have one? Fine. Whew. My parlay held up.
you know who's didn't? Clifford the Big Red Bird.
Touchdown.
But by the way, I'm just going to say this now. I know we're live and this isn't a recording. Stephen Ross, if you're listening to this, and I know you want to interview Vance Joseph for the Dolphins head coaching gig, his defense is getting torn apart. So, no. How about no? To quote the great Dr. Evil, how about no?
You freaking
As he fires
All
up Jeff Bezos' spaceship.
28-0. The
Boy,
St.
I'll
Louis
put-
Rams of Los Angeles are currently.
There you go. Now that's what
I
I'm
will-
talking about.
boys, I will pose this question to you. Do you want to end on here for the night since this game is a little out of hand and we can pick up another night when we are live?
I have no problem with that. I have no excuse. I'm an old man who needs sleep on an average day. So for me, that's fine. I'm having a ball, but if we want to save some of this because we got some good content going, we can save it for Thursday night.
I say we save for Thursday night gridiron. Bill Murphy, who do you got for Thursday? Do you have a lineup for us yet?
Not yet. I think that's an off-air discussion, but I could get some folks together.
Get some folks, man. I love what you've been doing on Thursday. It's good
Thank
work.
you.
Yeah, the Thursday sideline
Sure.
has been turned around. Bill, you've done a good job.
Thank you.
And
But you know
for
what? I
our
can't
Sunday
take all the credit.
sideline report, we have some big news for our Sunday sideline report. Mike Eric Cartman Ripken will not be here because he is going to be body protecting little Nathan Moser to make sure he doesn't commit Harry Carey if the Buffalo Bills lose.
Hey,
So the
Yeah,
one and
I
only Mark
probably
Old Ops
drink
Guy
this, yeah.
Halpern will be welcoming the president for a little bit. We don't know how long Patchy will have. You know, we will be there in the beginning.
Hey,
Hang on,
listen,
wait,
I'm
Mr. Alex
available.
Matai will be joining us, and Mr. Connor Dougie Douglas will also be joining us Sunday morning.
Hey, listen, if you want, I'm not going to be needed until noon for that thing. So if you want, I could stop by.
If we have a shortage, I will go to you first, Bill.
Yeah,
I was planning on the fact that you had obligations, so I planned around it. It's nothing personal.
yeah, well, yeah. I
It's
just wanted to
always
say I don't.
personal.
My obligation's not till noon on Sunday. So if you
So,
need me, I'll
so
be around.
Sunday, the old ops guy will be handling the hosting duties. So look out for that.
Yes. And also, thank you for coming in to people that decided to join us today on a special Monday Super Wildcard weekend of playoff football. SIP will most likely have a late release episode later this week, either Friday or Saturday, but stay tuned for that because that's an off-air discussion with the crew.
Patch, where
Other
can
than
they
that-
find us?
Well, make sure you go to the website, www.thesportsinsanitynetwork.com, and go out on Facebook, search The Sports Insanity Podcast along with The Sports Insanity Network, along with the rest of our podcasts, SIN's The Throwdown, SIN's The Wishbone Shotgun, SIN's The Face Turn, and SIN's The Breakaway Bandits.
And don't forget the
Social
Sport
media.
Insanity podcast itself.
Oh, well, hey, I said make sure you go search the Sports Insanity Podcast. Listen, use your ears, old man. Other than that, you can always find the podcast everywhere. Just search the SIN's Sports Insanity Podcast. Just put SIN's and then find the rest of the podcast because they will all pop up. It's that simple to search. So make sure you do
So
that.
simple a caveman can do it.
I miss
So
those
simple.
Those commercials.
We all miss those commercials. Come on, Geico, get your act together.
For a great night, I'm Mark Old Ops Guy Halpern.
I'm Bill Murphy.
I guess for a while I was Danny Boy Reginald, but I'm Mike Rifkin.
And for Danny Boy Reginald, I am Lawrence Patchman Lang. You have been listening to a special edition of the Sports Insanity Podcast on YouTube with coverage of the Super Wildcard Weekend game between the Cardinals and the Rams. Look out for the live shows because we got a great weekend of football coming up this weekend. We will
Oh, it's
see
gonna be
you
fantastic.
guys soon.
And
Namaste.
Mike Rifkin. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. And as we also say, make
Taxi.
sure you stay and as always, make sure you say goodnight.